practice management want to improve the patient experience, the logical place to start is actually with the leaders of the team. The first step along the journey is to make sure that everybody at the top is aligned with the practice, and then start looking at the patients. They are key. It is a patient-centred approach, so the patients are intrinsically linked to the new way of working and the new system that evolves. But the other people that are very important in this are the referring doctors and also the employees, the staff within the team. If they're not happy, then the patient's unhappy. So everybody is intrinsically linked as a team, and we all have to be travelling in the same direction. So the logical place to start at the top and very, very quickly work in, out and around. The patient experience is very heavily influenced by the representatives of the practice. And when I say that, I don't necessarily mean the healthcare professional. I mean the staff at the front desk, the people doing the meeting and greeting when you first arrive at the practice. That determines your first impression of the practice when you arrive. That can make or break the relationship that you and the perception you have of the practice. The other interactions that are quite key are around the billing and the booking of appointments and booking of allied health interactions as well, blood tests, diagnostic imaging, those sorts of things. The way all of that is handled and the experience that the patient has throughout those interactions is critical to their perception of the practice overall. The patient's experience really is rated as an overall experience based on individual moments of truth, if you like, or interactions with individuals before, during and after the practice experience. It might be the initial booking on the phone. Was that positive or negative? It's the drive, the parking, the ability to find the practice, the signage outside. Then within the practice environment, it's the greeting that they have, the interactions with staff, clear instructions, the waiting time, the experience in the waiting room itself, and interactions with other patients. All of these interactions during the process, the patient in their mind goes positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And then at the end of the experience, when they leave and potentially drive home, talk to their family, recall the experience in the days after their appointment, they determine in their mind an overall impression of the experience that they had. And that is going to be either positive, negative, or it was okay, which is not a standout, which is not a good outcome. So the overall or total patient experience determines what sits in the brain in the longer term, and whether when you're reflecting on that experience, whether you recommend in a positive way or you give them bad word of mouth. And we obviously want as many as possible of those recollections to be very positive and recommendations in favour of the practice. People can go to get a copy of my book by going to the URL, which is patientsforlifebook.com.au.